Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shahakol nהיה b'dvarei. Chaim, Chaim v'libracha. Peter let in. Our thoughts, our prayers are with a horrific incident that just occurred at the beginning of Hanukkah. In the first place, to bring Hanukkah to the world, festival of lights. Chaim v'libracha for their neshamas. And Neshama Shev Aliyah, all those that need a speedy recovery, should have a speedy recovery.
Amen.
And yeah, so I had the names of some of them. I see name. Oh, Ruve ben Mania, Chayamushka bas Shernasara, Bible Eliezer ben Dobrabella, Arsan ben Amelia, Yaakov Dov ben Pnina, Yaakov ben Ethel, Meshiyason ben Sipora, and any others that need a refuah shlema, a speedy recovery.
Amen.
So, of course, feeling the pain of what's occurred, of course, feeling the pain. Oh, what's going on there? No doubt, just to make it more at home. Rabbi Schlanger, Eli Schlanger is a good friend of my son, Mendel. They studied together, actually in Sydney. They studied together in Sydney. And his brother, older brother Shmuley, is my son Mendel's brother-in-law in Bakersfield, California. Um, However, what's important for us to feel the pain, of course, that is a given. That's a given. But there can be a great sense of confusion. Pain shouldn't lead us to confusion. That's important. That should not happen. Give me a second here. Someone say something just to see if the speaker system's working here. Diane. Carol, Eva, Davida, just say something so I can see if it's working.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay. Okay.
I'm here.
Fine. Okay. No, I know you're hearing. I wasn't hearing. Okay. So to make it very clear that pain doesn't mean we're going to be a victim of suffering. Yes, people were victimized, that's for sure. But in my response, I'm not going to respond from a place of weakness, of brokenness, because this doesn't break us. This just makes us resolve to do more painfully. But the resolve is to bring more light into the world, not less light. The resolve is to increase in what we're doing. Locally and abroad. Now I know some people are going to be frightened to go to a Hanukkah celebration. That's part of the goal of terrorists, is those that are left alive, then you should be frightened and not celebrate your Jewishness, not celebrate Hanukkah, or do so privately and not publicly. Hanukkah has a unique quality called Pirsumi Nisa to publicize the miracle. And we do that in a public fashion, especially as the Rebbe taught us. So our hearts go out, and we have great sorrow for what has happened in Sydney, Australia. And our prayers are with them. No, absolutely. But we have to respond, as the Rebbe taught us, with courage, with hope, not to lose hope, not to be now, that could happen there. So it could happen in Montreal, it could happen in New York, in LA, it could happen in London. Now, of course it could happen, but we don't lose hope. Yes, we need to be more careful, but we have to emerge stronger because of this and strengthening our commitment to Torah mitzvahs, even more so. And to celebrate for those who can't celebrate, we have to celebrate for them now too. So may this Hanukkah really bring peace and comfort to the entire Jewish people, and may become a beacon of hope and light for even a brighter future for all the Jewish people and all of humanity. Chaim, Chaim.
Amen. Amen.
Very important to have that courage, to have not lose our hope, our sense of security. Yes, we got to do even more so than what we've done in the past to have greater security, Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, it's the first time something like this, I think, has happened at an event itself. At Mumbai, that happened, oh, many years ago now, happened um, in a Chabad house, which that itself is, terrible. Here it's actually at an event, um, hundreds of people there. Yeah. So in the past, so the Rebbe would always, the Rebbe would always um, inspire us to go forward with more light. When terrorists came into Kfar Chabad, this is a long time ago, 1956, they came from Egypt and came into Kfar Chabad in the middle of the evening service in a school. It was a a school that housed the children. How they were in the middle of their prayers, came and terrorists killed 5 students and their teacher. The Rebbe came out with that we have to increase in the community infrastructure, and through building, that will be our consolation. How do we console ourselves as the Jewish people? This is what happens to you. You console yourself by building, by doing more, adding on a mitzvah in your personal life. And then the Rebbe said to add on to the school. So they added on a wing to the school and called it after the 5. Yeah, the Chamisha, the hand of the 5. Um, they added on to the school. Yep. So my call to everybody is, if you have a charity box at home, give some extra charity. Say an extra prayer, in particular for those in need of speedy recovery. Jewish men, if you didn't put on tefillin, put on tefillin. Women, light Shabbos candles is coming Friday, if you don't do that yet. If you're doing that already, so think of something else that you could do to add and to bring more light. Darkness is the absence of light. How could such a horrific thing happen? Because there's still darkness in the world. People choose to live in darkness. But most people don't choose to live in darkness, but they might still live in darkness. Our job is to bring light. light of a mitzvah, the light of Chassidus, the light of the Tanya learning, Chumash Rashi, everything that we do to bring that light into the world. Chaim l'chaim v'rocha. Gather together. We're going to learn. We're going to do. We're not going to let anything hold us back to bring the final redemption. Mashiach now. Chaim.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, we'll see you soon by Chumash Rashi. Our learning is dedicated for those souls that have passed on and for those souls that need a